I was so about to leave that night, and after I was about to leave that night, she kept calling me back, begging me back, and her dad was telling me, come back. She really wants me back. She didn't want me to leave. She ain't meaning for none of that stuff to happen. Well, after I had came back, her sisters lied on me. Her sister and her sister's girlfriend lied on me and told him that I tried to get my baby's mother to go somewhere and do something with me or whatever. Which no, I didn't. After that was said, he got mad and also was yelling at her, and she doesn't like to be yelled at and jumped on by a bunch of people. She was like, she ain't got to deal with that. She went off on her own. Well, I left again that night to go look for her. When I got back, her sister's girlfriend is so-called in the Crip gang, and one of her cousins is in the Crip gang as well. Her dad was part of the Bloods or something like that. And they was like, so her sister's girlfriend went and got her cousin, who was also supposed to be a Crip or whatever, and got her her cousin, who got his three brothers, and they all, like 5 of them, was about to come over and jump me. Well, her dad's girlfriend was highly scared and a big liar and was trying to get in good with my baby's mother's sister, because she was like really trying to get her father and that lady to break up. Well, so since they were all lying on me and trying to jump me, his sister lied on me and said that I said my baby's mother and her father was having sex. I was like, first off, when do they ever have time to do that? There's someone actually always at that house. Ow. I was like, when would they ever have time to do something like that? And why would I say something like that? And so anyway, she told him that, and that night, he finally turned on me and was about to try to fight me too. So I was about to have to fight him. At the time, a 20-year-old, an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 14-year-old. The 16-year-old and the other three was just as big as me. Her father was shorter than me, but decently built. And the little 14-year-old just loved to freaking fight, was always trying to get up and shit and start shit. Apologize for my language. So, that night I was like, I'm done with it. I went and stayed in the airport for 3 days. I had called my grandma, asked her to get me a plane ticket to bring me back. I stayed in the airport for 3 days. 10 minutes right before I was supposed to get on my flight, my baby's mother finally calls me after disappearing for like them 3 days. She finally calls me and tells me to come back or whatever. I'm like, my plane is about to leave. I can't come back right now. I gotta go back to Florida. I will come back and get her if she wants, or she could come along or whatever. And so I let her stay out there, and she was hella mad at me. And I don't know why she was mad at me. She said she was mad at me because she was pregnant before leaving, and it was so-called mine, but yet she was cheating on me. And I was like, yeah, I had her even take a pregnancy test before I left. She told me I'd be happy. She told me in front of 2 of her cousins, I'd be happy. And then she was like, it said no. And I was like, okay. And this was the same day that I had left. Oh no, this was the day before I had left. And so that next day I left, I was like, okay, she's not pregnant. She doesn't want to be with me. She keeps cheating on me. All this different stuff. I left her out there, and then her dad called me and was like, when am I gonna get her? He kept asking me when am I gonna get her. I would still have the text, but I've gone through 2 phones since then. I don't know if it should still be in my phone records, but probably. Anyway, I've even gotten phone numbers changed, so I don't know if it would or wouldn't be. But if they really searched hard enough, I know it would be. I came back, got my other job back. I had way I was able to go back out there was I had gotten a week off and went up there to get her, over there to get her, and then bring her back. And I had my job. I had got my diploma, and everything was set for me to go to the Florida School of Massage. And then all this extra junk started happening. The cops, not only did the cops lie and my public her caseworker lie when they told her that first off we couldn't get married. Romeo and Juliet law says soon as you get if you get pregnant in the state of Florida, and whatever state other states go along by that, if you're pregnant in your teens or whatever, that you are legally allowed to get married to whoever you want to without parent consent. It says all you need is to go get a legal document by a licensed physician saying that you are legally pregnant, and then you take that along with all the other documents you need to the court or whatever, and they will marry you. Well, the cops had told my grandma and my uncle's girlfriend that to bring her up there, if she comes up there, she can leave with whoever she wants to. I'm really starting to think I should have went up there with her that day, but they was trying to set me up to come and get caught. Like, her mom said I had kidnapped her, that I was trying to keep her. No, I wasn't kidnapping her. She was free to go whenever. Her dad told her she can stay with me. So pretty much, her dad put her in my care. Her mom abandoned her when we was in Vegas and told her that to stay in Vegas. She don't want to hear from her no more or nothing like that. They might deny it now, but I still remember that day too. Those are some big things. Like, to me, why would you say some junk like that to your kid that they can't come back? Her older sister, when she found out that her older sister was up there, her mom had me and my baby's mother come back after she was over to my house one day, come back to help clean up the house. Then she started burning her older sister's clothes. It's a freaking shame. My dad pretty much wasn't around a lot of my life and kept doing a bunch of jacked up stuff for me. My mom and I never really had a good connection, and so she rarely had anything to do with me neither. Like, I practically raised myself. I was taught how to cook, clean, and make money by the age of between 5 and 6. So by 7, I was doing everything on my own. I was washing my own clothes. I was cooking for people. I was doing things to earn money. Then we moved to Ocala. I came back because I couldn't take it because my mom kept putting her boyfriend before us. What set it off for me and like left it to where I was not gonna stay there was one night me and my mom got into some type of argument about something, and she decided to just up and leave. And we're in a city where she does not know where she's at. I know how bad that city is. I've been to that city before. I went to that city multiple different times without her. I knew where I could go to get help and everything. I was going to leave that city, leave the house to go get her, and he wouldn't let me leave the house. He kept trying to force me to go sit in my room because she told me to and everything, and allowed me to go check on my mom. I was like, if she really wants a person who's like that, who isn't going to let her son come try to make sure she's straight, and he wasn't doing nothing to help, then fine. I was going to go back to Gainesville. I came back to Gainesville, went to stay with my dad. My dad did the same thing, put his girlfriend, and he was actually cheating on both his girlfriends, and I was like, I'm a straight up person. I told both of them about each other. They already knew about each other because of different other occasions. I told them both about a bunch of different stuff. One day, when he finally lost one and was with one, there was this one of his exes lied on me and told my dad some junk. Told him I said some stuff I didn't say. When she told him that, he tried to fight me in my own black grandma's house. I wasn't even legally freaking of age yet. I think I was like 16 or 17 when this had happened. Might have been 16.